I honestly, to tell you the truth, I knew nothing about childhood cancer. I mean, we were fairly young when we had Chase, and to hear that your child has cancer, it's definitely not something that you think of in a child. I mean, you think of adults and stuff like that, but yeah, it was nothing that I was prepared for. I mean, it was kind of like a bad nightmare that you really can't wake up from. Is that where, are you setting it up that way?
Oh, there we go. Woo, got it.
Why not do flips?
Yeah. You can't do musty. Chase was born with a lump on his back. Over the course of the next 2 weeks, that lump grew from about the size of a dime to about the size of a quarter. So we saw the pediatrician. The pediatrician told us, you know, he doesn't think it's anything, probably not to worry, but we should see a general surgeon.
We saw a general surgeon at Children's Mercy, and again, for the third time, told us it was probably nothing to worry about, but they wanted to go ahead and do a biopsy.
It wasn't 20 minutes into surgery and Dr. Osley came out and said he has a congenital sarcoma. We don't know what type it is yet, but it's definitely cancer. So we made the decision then to go to Mayo Clinic in Rochester. And there we met an awesome team of doctors, and that team of doctors took out his tumor, and it was 7 vertebrae and 6 ribs over a 14-hour surgery.
So as a parent, you know, trying to make that decision for a 6-month-old, you know, is very tough, and I still struggle with that decision today, I'm not gonna lie.
When we met with the oncologist after that, she recommended that we added 5 more chemotherapy drugs at that point.
I mean, Chase was essentially given the kitchen sink of chemotherapies because there is no protocol, you know, for his type of cancer.
At that point, we had to put in the spinal growing rod. We kept that in for about a year and realized that wasn't gonna work. He was now over 2 and still couldn't walk. So we tried to put in 2 spinal rods. So that's what he has right now, is the 2 spinal rods. Chase is the most amazing boy I've ever came across. He is bubbly, he is outgoing, he is friendly to everyone you would ever meet, and he just loves life. His positivity is probably one of the biggest blessings that we have in our family, because his positivity is contagious. He'll say, after this surgery, we're gonna go get a Build-A-Bear, or we're going to go play something at Dave & Buster's. He's just so positive about it. He doesn't stay focused on he has to have surgery. He doesn't stay focused on, oh, I have a broken rod. He just looks to what's going to happen after that.
Hi guys, I'm doing good.
Chase is amazing. I mean, he is the strongest little boy. He never complains. He's definitely made me a better person. I kind of look at things through Chase's eyes now. He takes everything in stride.
Yeah, that's to you.
Chase and his attitude is just so amazing. One of my favorite moments with that is he played t-ball this summer, and he had weakness in his quads and he could barely walk. That kid dove for every ball. He was not going to give up, and he was going to play t-ball. You see that and you're like, how can you not love this life?
People all the time, they ask me, if you could sit down and, you know, eat dinner with somebody, a role model or something like that, who would it be? And I tell them, you know, I get to eat dinner with mine every night because it's my little boy.
I hope that his future continues to be bright and that he keeps this amazing attitude.
So when he grows up, he wants to be lots of things. One day he wants to be an NFL quarterback, and then other days he wants to work with zoo animals. Usually it centers around sports, but occasionally he'll throw, you know, some zoo animals or something along those lines in there.
Before Chase was diagnosed with cancer, I was completely unaware that so much of the funding that goes to cancer treatments is not for pediatric cancer, it's for adult cancers. I just assumed everybody had this allocation of the cancer pot, but that is not what happens. So it is so important that organizations such as Braden's Hope exist. Braden's Hope gives doctors help that they need to be able to fund the research to find the therapies our kids desperately need.